Hello, everybody. Welcome back to WWTF. We want to play this game show, MikeC.
Now, for a while.
Hey, you see what we got right here? Acade1Up.
Yes, man. This is the Street Fighter edition. Now, we're going to play a game, and then we're going to rate it, because this is Mike's actually first time playing it.
Okay.
But before we get into it, man, this is it. It comes, you can get a riser with it that'll make it, I think, like 5 foot tall, which I think is a ripoff. They should have included with this price tag in it.
Right.
And it's like a miniature size arcade. You got all 6 buttons, directional pads. And I'm also tell you how it's possible that you can probably add some ROMs to this, just like I predicted with the Alienware Alpha, right? So to select the game, you just use one of the joysticks to select it, and it comes with 3 different games on the Street Fighter edition. Street Fighter Championship 2, Street Fighter 2, the new Challengers, and Street Fighter 2 Turbo.
Okay.
And the player 1 and the player 2 button serves a very important function. When you can select the game, well, after you select the game, if you want to restart the game, you hold and press player 2 down for like 5 seconds.
Okay. If
If you want to go back to this menu, then you got to hold and press player 1 for about 5 seconds. So pick your poison. Which one you want to play?
Let's go Turbo.
Turbo?
Yeah.
And then the A button's only one A button on this thing. And then player 1. And also the on and off switch and the volume button. It has 3 different settings as the mute, halfway, and then full. One speaker, mono, as you said. And there's some other things about this I'm about to tell you about. But let's get in the game real quick. I'll play it too.
Right.
Round 1, fight.
Look how bad I suck in the arcade. Oh.
It's kind of difficult to play this and be at this angle too.
Right.
I know they're looking at this like that. So.
Yeah. I ain't doing a straight kick yet. Mike's still good at fighting games, yo.
Alright, so like I said before, if you want to restart it, press and hold down the player 2 button, and it'll bring you back to the title screen. Or if you want to go back to the select screen, you hold player 1.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, I probably said player 1 on that. But you hold player 1 to go back to the select screen, hold player 2 button down for 5 seconds to start it. Now to put this together, it was fairly simple. Took me about like 45 minutes. The only complaint that I do have is that this screw right here, I couldn't get all the way down. And it came in a couple of different pieces, man. And if you look at the box, it's kind of deceptive because I thought I was getting like a full-size arcade machine. And then when I seen it, I was like,
what happened?
nah. Like, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Honey, I Shrunk the Arcade System. Because this thing is tiny. I mean, it's great for if you want to collect these things, which will get expensive over time. And you want different series because they just don't have the Street Fighter edition. They have multiple editions. I forget what was at launch. You can get it from GameStop or Walmart, Best Buy. They still had pre-orders for that. But I mean, it's pretty cool for what it is right now. And honestly, I don't even think that I'm gonna rate it because it has some good points and it has some bad points. And for you that you all that know about like ROM simulations and MAME, just like I predicted on the Alienware Alpha when we reviewed it, where I thought that there was a possibility of you adding an external video capturing device. I mean, a video card.
Right.
I believe that you can add ROMs to this because this is nothing but ROMs. These aren't the arcade
versions.
Versions.
That's what it makes you believe.
Yeah.
That's arcade version.
But it's not. It's only 2 cables for this. The power cable, and then there's an IDE ribbon that connects the display to the joystick itself. And this came in one piece in a separate box. It came in like 3 different boxes inside the one big box. But I believe that if you have an IDE to USB cable and plug this part up to the computer and find a back door somewhere to like side load ROMs, I believe you can put ROMs on this. And the reason why I got this version is because it has the maximum amount of buttons. So I can load any ROM on here and I can play any ROM. So it would have been stupid if I got, say, like Asteroids or something like that only has 1 controller and 1 button. So that would have been stupid. The other thing is that the $300 price tag, I don't think is warrant on this thing because it comes with you can get a riser to rise it up a little bit, right? Now, to make it 5 feet. I believe that the riser should have came with this for the amount of money that you're paying for this system. And then you're only getting 3 games with that. I don't think the price point is there warranting this. If anybody was deciding to get one of these, I will wait a while and check YouTube and see if somebody was able to hack this with a IDE to USB cable so you can add more ROMs on here. Because $300, I would have liked to have, like, the monitor, it's an LCD monitor, and it doesn't really feel like an arcade when you look at it, other than, like, the buttons. Because if you hear the buttons, it sounds just like the arcade. That button, they don't have the scan lines like you see on the CRT monitors, right? So I wish that they could have added that feature in there as well. I need to start there. Just cut the volume off. But I wish they would have added that. And I wish that this was like an HDMI screen because it would have been nice to put like your Nintendo, the Classic, or the NES Classic, Super NES Classic on here, and just have this as another machine. And you can set this off the side. You can hook up your older video game consoles to it. So I wish there was a import video port to this so you could do that. But other than that, man, I mean, it's a nice small cabinet. I don't know if anybody else has had this problem with one of the screws not being able to go all the way down. I mean, it's an easy fix if you know what you're doing. You could just chop off some of the screw and then just screw it back down, or go to Lowe's or Home Depot, get a smaller screw, and then put it down. But this is the arcade cabinet. Comes in a couple of different versions. I just so happened to get the Street Fighter version, and it's pretty cool. So, Mike, this is your first time playing it, right? What do you think?
Well, like I said, I wish, as far as the riser for one, it is tiny, you know what I'm saying? And the bad thing about it is the space in between. Arcade was a little wider, okay? As far as it's kind of hard to get 2 people up in here. Let's say we both back to back trying to play this stuff without actually interfering with somebody else. So it's something you got to get used to. But as far as overall quality of it, you know, you wish like the screen. I'm repeating almost everything that you said as far as the screen quality. I wish it was sharper so you really could get the arcade feel. But right now it feels like it's a big Super Nintendo or something up inside your house. So it's just taking up more space. $300 price point. But as far as the graphic designs, I do appreciate as far as the layout of this stuff. Which the screen just throws me a little bit. I wish it was sharper. But the graphic design, it does have that feel of the arcade. So you're like, man, this is pretty cool. As far as for those collectors and everything that want something like this in their thing, don't want a big old arcade type of thing for them. But I would probably have to wait myself, to see if the price goes down lower, or see if they do a combination type of set with this and the riser. Then I'll probably say, okay, maybe I'll get it. But right now, I would probably, like you said, wait on it as far as to see if anybody else can do something different with it, or upgrade it or something like that to make it cleaner or anything like that. So and I wish it had stereo.
Yeah.
I wish it had 2 speakers up in it, you know, to get a real feel of the arcade and everything like that. But it's a cool looking thing. It doesn't take much space. As far as the weight of it, it's just 60 pounds or something like that. So it's not that bad to move and lug around. So it's basically hollow inside. I know you've seen a lot of videos with it, because I've been doing some research myself. But Fred, you know, Gadget man, he always had to be the first one on the block with it. So, but it's cool for what it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool for what it is. If you really feel like jumping out for 300, go ahead. If you want something like this. But if not, if you feel like waiting patiently and see what else comes out, go ahead and wait.
Yeah. But if you're going to get it now, because I guarantee you somebody's going to be able to hack this.
Right. So
you can add ROMs to it. Get the one that has the most buttons on it, the 6 buttons. Because once you're able to load ROMs like Mortal Kombat and other Street Fighter games, then you have all the buttons already. And I'm telling you, only thing you have to do is get that IDE to USB cable. You can buy it from, you can definitely get it online. You can get it from Micro Center if y'all have one near your area. Best Buy, Staples, but definitely Amazon and eBay. You can definitely get it in IDE to USB, because that's all that's connecting this monitor to this joystick. That's all it's doing.
Right.
And it's nice.
But you want more.
Yeah. And then, you know, because usually the speakers are up at the top.
Yeah.
And the marquee is lit up.
Right.
But the marquee doesn't light up.
Yeah.
So I want to see somebody mod one of these cabinets.
Awesome. That would be awesome.
Because somebody is going to.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to.
Oh, yeah.
And the one thing I would like to see them do is put a coin slot inside of it.
That would be cool. That would be real cool.
And you can do all that through that IDE cable. I'm trying to tell you. Watch my predictions come true. And you can make it like a real arcade machine. I mean, it is a real arcade machine, but just minus the scan lines. I mean, all the graphics are there. It looks like the original arcade game with all the decals and stuff like that. But it's just real compact. And it's compact for 2 adults just to be too close, because you need room, elbow room to do these moves.
About the arcade, yeah. Because it feels a lot real restricted. When we was playing right then and there, it felt real restricted. I really couldn't get down like you used to do up in the arcade. You used to get that, ha, and be getting it in and everything. But this right here, you're like, ha, you know what I'm saying? So, but it is a cool looking thing though. But like you said, and somebody mod that, I would really like to see.
I would love to see somebody mod this.
I would really like to see.
And the riser, they're selling for $40.
Yeah.
When you could just go ahead and make one.
Yeah. Which is
cheaper than that.
Just
and make it as tall as you want.
Exactly.
Get some milk crates and tie them all together.
There you go. Be like,
put
damn,
it on top.
full arcade, I can stand up and play. But
put a skirt on the bottom of it. You'll never know.
That's right.
But $40 for and $300 for this?
I'll tell you.
Nah, man.
$340.
Nah.
That's a system. That's a switch in the game.
I would tell y'all to wait.
Yep.
Wait until the price come down, or you get a combo with the riser and the arcade system itself for that $300 price. Wait till Black Friday, because Black Friday is coming up pretty soon, and I guarantee you these will be on sale. But don't get it right now. Don't get it. Even though I have it, I'm stuck with it. So don't get it right now. Wait.
Okay. So, like always, thank you for watching the Gamer Show. I don't know what to say. It's an arcade machine.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Hey, please excuse us with our backseat this whole episode. You know what I'm saying? We don't try to be rude. So, like always, you guys can hit us up at thagamersshow@gmail.com. That's the Game Show for the night. Don't forget to head on the Facebook store page and follow low prices. Don't forget to hit us up on vTime. Don't forget to subscribe and become a Gamers Club member.
And please remember to like, subscribe, and follow all our social media networks. Join our CMS community and our website community where you can get some free stuff.
You know it.
We'll see you next time on WWTF.
We want the facts.
The Gamer Show.
We'll see you next time. Keep watching. Thanks for tuning in.